basketball fever. These fans are feeling it in anticipation of this big game. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. With Coach Dan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. We'll take a look at the Celtics, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far. And they're definitely the team to beat.
And, you know, for Boston, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. And they've been producing all season long. And guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Then there's Brown. Then it's MP. And it's Walsh at the 2 for the Warriors. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Yale. Kuminga out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. And we are honored, truly honored, to be here on Martin Luther King Day, a special day, Greg, on the NBA calendar.
It is traditionally the games in Memphis and Atlanta, a chance to reflect and celebrate Dr. King. It's one of the best days of the season by far.
And just another thing MP does for this team, space the floor.
Outside Butler, on the wing, Heel. Kuminga with a wide open look. Hands it from downtown.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
MP, no good. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And it's Butler missing. Boston's gone 2 of 3 from deep so far in this game. MP passes to Brown. And here's Tatum for 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 3rd assist on the night. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him, and we talked about the difficulty of trying to contain a player like Jaylen Brown. Coach said we can't let him gain confidence and feel like he can do whatever he wants. That's when you get into trouble. Now it's up to the players to make sure this doesn't happen. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. The 3 from MP. The Warriors pull it in.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Well, Coach, Boston has been so close to that 18th NBA championship banner, finally able to win the title last season.
Yeah, they've been to the conference finals 6 times in the last 8 years. Lost in the 2022 finals. They got over the top with 2 additions. Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis. Those guys really helped.
And here's Kuminga, following the 3-pointer by MP. They kick out to Heel. Unloads. Porzingis with the rebound. Celtics leading by 5. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And a wide open look for MP. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, having this kind of confidence as a shooter will really do wonders for MP in the locker.
And it's Butler missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
MP passes to Porzingis. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Warriors have got big shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And stolen by MP. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
Basketball is one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
They get it. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics leading by 12. Down low. Porzingis kicks to MP. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
Now Jackson Davis hasn't made one yet. Curry against MP. Tatum against Teal. Tatum's shot is off.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Warriors trail by 14. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And the jump by Tatum.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. The Celtics making a switch here. Here's Kuminga against Washington. He was really on his game. Healed outside. And yep, and the drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
MP inside. Covered by Heel. A nice shot by MP.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Golden State moving the ball around. And it's Butler missing.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Here's MP. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 6 assists in the game.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Now here's Heel. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take it in.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now, here's MP. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Heel kicks to Kuminga. Over Brown. Rebound Boston. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's MP for 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Back to Heel for the 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. On the wing, MP. Defended by Butler. Here's MP. Some solid defense from Butler. Golden State's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
MP against Teal. MP passes to Porzingis, and there it is for him.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
MP has been leading the charge for the Celtics, going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA, celebrating Martin Luther King Day. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And they've also been feeling it from beyond the arc. Good start for them so far.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Then it's MP. And it's Walsh in the shooting guard position. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against Atlanta had a huge game. He scored an amazing number of points, and as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the three ball. A performance like that makes you hungry for more. We're looking to follow that up tonight. Guys?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
High post, Davis. Pass to Curry. 6 to shoot. Shoots. Another miss by Curry.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. The D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Curry with another miss.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Tatum finds MP. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Warriors have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Curry is inside. MP's there. Looking to end the run. Outside for Davis. Green up on top. Guarded by Tatum. Ayton passes to Curry. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
MP deciding where to go with it. And the layup falls. MP's got 42 in the game.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
And a deep free from Curry. Sinks it. What range from outside? Wow.
This is why you gotta be right up on Curry, because he's a dangerous threat off the dribble.
Here's MP. It's rebounded by Curry. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level. And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
Curry outside. Rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's MP, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luke Cornett. That is his first foul of the game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Reese Jackson Davis is checked in for Kevon Looney. Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. Butler, he's checked in for Gary Payton. And it's Buddy Hield in for Davis. Hey, Stan, we've heard talk about players not heaving up a shot at the buzzer to protect their shooting percentage. Have you run into that at all?
Oh, Kevin, that definitely happens. Players are concerned about all of those numbers, shooting percentages being one of them, because they become a factor in contract negotiations. But they have to realize, number one, you've got to do what gives your team a chance to win. And number two, with all the analytics, teams separate out what they call heaves at the end of quarters. Well, if you give Butler an opening, he will exploit the defense.
Hield against MP. Yes, that goes in. MP's got 49 points in the game.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy, and every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Golden State's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
Using his strength and athleticism, plays like this from Butler just motivates his team.
MP passes to Tatum. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Outside, Kuminga. Pass to Butler. Nice move. It's tipped. They recover it. And Jackson Davis gets it to go. Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention.
Connects again.
An incredible performance tonight, folks. He's at 50.
And tonight ties him for the 5th most 50-point games in NBA history. To the inside, here's Butler, and slam dunk by Butler.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
MP inside, covered by Hield. MP no good. He finds Kuminga. And here is Butler from outside the arc. Butler missing again.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Tatum passes to Cornett. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to MP. And again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Outside, Kuminga. Butler with the ball. From downtown, buries the long-range jumper. Butler's got 13.
A great answer there from Jimmy Butler. You don't want to anger him.
Back to MP. No good from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the basket by Curry.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Back to MP. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 4 assists in the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Boston on top, running away with this one. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan.
No one's gonna make it.
They're thinking about the shot.
too hard.
Hey folks, first off, looking ahead to All-Star Weekend, let's see who's in the running to compete in the three-point contest.
All of them have serious talent, and they have endurance. They can shoot all day, rack after rack.
Yeah, when these guys get on a roll, they... And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first-half performance for the Celtics.
So, if you've been around this game, you see the trends. What they're doing tonight, that's how a bunch of teams are being built, playing outside in as a viable approach. If you have guys who can do that. And they do. This lead didn't happen by accident.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Heel. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center, locking down the middle. That's Steve Kerr's five as we get into the second half. Here's Porzingis. Again, the Celtics good for two.
And given how tall Porzingis is, not many guys are going to block his shot, especially when he's this close.
Here's Butler. And the rejection by MP.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Pass to Walsh. Nice ball movement by Boston. Outside Tatum. Now MP. And got it. Another basket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Butler. On the rafters. He punched it in.
Are you kidding me? There's that fiery attitude of Butler's showing up the defense.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. MP against Curry. And another one. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And it's off from three-point range. On the wing, MP. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. 64 points for MP.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Butler. And he comes up with the deuce. Butler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, I think the kids would say Jimmy was in his bag, right?
Pass to MP. And here's Tatum for three. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And what a great start to the second half. They've hit everything they've looked at thus far.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy, and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. Free throw drop for Heel. Isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier. But I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
Pass to Curry. The three. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Holiday kicks to MP. Now here's Porzingis, guarded closely. Shot clock at 6. Tatum gets the bucket. Tatum's got 18 points.
Yeah, no question, Tatum can take over a game at a moment's notice.
Pass to Kuminga. Curry against MP. Butler on the way. 17 points in the game. That one falls. Butler's got 6 in the quarter.
And Butler tremendously strong for a wing. That really helps inside.
MP finds Tatum. Back to MP. And he banks in the layup.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Healed the pass to Butler. Now Jackson Davis. Outside Curry. Pass to Kuminga. Here's Healed. Over Holiday. Rebound Boston. Porzingis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Tatum. Oh, and a jam by Tatum.
Well, I don't know what you're supposed to do about that. Tatum unguardable at times.
Here's Healed. He's got 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The long distance three is good. He's got 10.
Well, it's a three-point shooting lead. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
A 3 from MP. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Kuminga's got his 4th rebound in this one. Healed outside. Again, Healed missing. Boston's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Here's MP. That one, no good. Nice defense from Kuminga. Floats it up for Kuminga. .158 left here in the third quarter. Brown dishes to MP. Pass to Porzingis. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Golden State's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Butler kicks to Kuminga. Great D that time from Tatum.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Healed outside. Fires the 3. That shot off. Celtics shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Tatum passes to MP. Kuminga against Tatum. MP, no good. Warriors shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Green comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Gary Payton is checked in for Buddy Hield. And Collins subbed in for Stephen Curry. Here's Butler. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the
I just can't believe that we just decimated the Warriors to death. They
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Oakes, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.
Everyone's kicking their butts.
Right, MP. They can't stop you. facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Game 2, guys. Let's hopefully we can maybe get 4 games in. And then so far, let's try to get all 4 road games in. We'll see if we can do that. And then probably after that, we'll take a break and watch Lord of the Rings, guys. If you guys like Lord of the Rings and the looks, I'm pretty sure that you'll be laughing your head off because of how stupid they are, because it's so funny of them being stupid. They don't know any better.
Welcome to Wednesday night's NBA action here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now we get a chance to check some stats for Norman Powell.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case, his confidence as well, because of this.
You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, BA, proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time, believe that.
Looking at the starting 5 for Boston. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pair, it's White and Brown. And it's MP in at the point. Now here's Leonard. It's Powell on the wing. Zubats, screen. 4 on the clock. Leonard for 3. It's hauled in by White. Harden against MP. Pass to Porzingis. Here's MP. Tatum feeling it out a bit. And again, Boston with the triple.
Jason Tatum has built such consistency from beyond the arc. Doesn't matter if there's a contest or not.
And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Tyronn Lue.
Their team's biggest concern tonight is scoring of Jaylen Brown. Coach commenting, quote, Brown has become an elite scorer in this league. Jaylen can have huge nights. We know he's going to score. But we have to limit his easy looks, especially early. Something to watch, BA.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Doris, there's one thing for sure. When Kawhi Leonard is available, he's elite.
There's no question about it, Brian. And it's so difficult to watch a player who cares so deeply about the game as Kawhi does not have his body hold up. It's been unfortunate over the years to see the toll injuries have taken on his career. But boy, oh boy, clutch, skilled, competitive, tough, every attribute you could want.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Harden. Just over a minute and a half in. MP against Harden. Pass to White. Now Porzingis. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Zubats. White against Powell. Kicks it out to Marketed. This one for 3. Drops in the 3.
Well, nice job. Kawhi's right there in an instance where all you got to do is catch and shoot.
MP to pass to Brown. Back to MP. Now here's Tatum. MP outside. The 3 is up. And the Celtics another 3.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Harden, and Harden with the slam.
James Harden, with the ability that he has both from a smarts, IQ, and skill standpoint. Nice drive right there.
Back to Tatum. From deep, MP. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. MP's got 9 points.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
It's Powell on the wing. Leonard up top. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Boston leading by 8. MP scanning the floor. Brown finds Tatum. MP with it. Outside, Brown. Clock at 6. Count it.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
For Los Angeles, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Harden against MP. Marketed up top. A go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. And it's the Celtics' ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Buries it from 3.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
They've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Bogdanovich has checked in. Pass to MP. Now Porzingis. He's guarded by Zubac. MP, the pass to Porzingis. Back to MP. On the wing, Tatum. White with a screen on Leonard. Pulls it. And it's Boston scoring again.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
And Doris, the Clippers with new jerseys, a shiny new arena, and an ownership group that is very aggressive. They want some shiny hardware to go with it.
BA, you have to appreciate an ownership group that is willing to spend and make all the right moves in order to position yourself for the championship. But now the players need to come through. And what has been their undoing in recent years is injuries and the lack of availability of their best players. Age and health still hover over this organization.
And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at Cleveland.
All right, we're gonna start that way. All right, guys. Yeah. I'm not too happy.
They slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Seeing where Boston is, they understand how good they truly are. One of their biggest challenges, don't get complacent down the stretch.
Now here's Zubac. Against Chicago, he was really on his game. Harden with a bucket.
Well, Harden has made a career of his ability to navigate into the painted area. Boy, this guy, if he gets inside, look out, turn the lights out.
Here's Tatum. He's got 11. And finished off by Tatum.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's Harden. After the basket by Boston. Leonard outside. Down low. And it's Harden. That time on the assist by Leonard. Harden's got 6.
Well, James Harden's ability to finish with either hand, so crafty, understanding how to navigate around defenses when he's in the painted area.
And dialing into our broadcast remotely, I'm told we have Shams Charania here with a special report. Shams, take it away.
Thanks, Brian. The Clippers transaction just now public. Their front office is in action ahead of the trade deadline. They scooped up Lauri Markkanen. He's going to be a significant perimeter threat for this team. His career has accelerated through his 20s, and so has that confidence in shooting from range and playing all over the floor. And combine that with his size and rebounding, it's easy to see how big of an asset he'll be for this new coaching staff.
Well done. Appreciate the report, Shams. Thanks. Now here's MP. Really played well against Golden State in his last game. Here's Tatum. And it's in there. He's got 15.
Oh, he's on the attack, hitting 6 of his last 7.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Warriors just played phenomenal. He dropped 69 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
And the Clippers with the ball, following the bucket by Boston. Leonard looking around. Tatum with some nice D.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. MP's got 12.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Harden. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Pass to White. To the middle. And there's a 3-second violation. So for the Clippers, Batum is checked in for Zubats. Brown comes in for Leonard. And it's Dunn in for Harden. Horford, he's checked in for Boston. Drew Holiday comes in for White. Dunn outside. Pass to Brown. Here's Bogdanovich. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. To the inside. Tatum passes to Brown. Here's MP, defended by Dunn. Back to MP. Outside Tatum. Lets it go from deep. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 4 assists in the game. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Boston Celtics. Clicking from deep. 4 threes made in the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. The 2 Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Drew Holiday out there with MP. And it's Horford in at the 5, roaming the paint. Dunn, the pass to Bogdanovich. Beyond the arc. Boston pulls it in, fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
Here's Tatum. And he drains another one. He's now 10 of 11 from the field.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
There's Bogdanovich with the 3, and it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
And this is why Bogdanovich is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. MP finds Tatum. Rebounded by Dunn.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Bogdanovich from long range. That shot, no good.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Blocked. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You take a look at the Celtics. They've been enjoying a truly spectacular run this season, sitting on top of the mountain in the first place spot.
You know, for the Celtics, there is a lot of talent on this team, and they deliver. They're having a great season, and it's only left their fans wanting more.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Horford. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. And let's check in on the rookies making an impact with their passing. MP, number 1.
He's way ahead of where you expect him to be in terms of awareness. The team trusts him with the ball unequivocally.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Bogdanovich. The Celtics making a switch here. Powell outside. Here's Leonard. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Kawhi is known as a low-key guy, but don't let that fool you. He's as competitively tough as they come.
Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Boston leading by 23. Here's MP. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
MP clearly put a lot of time into that floater. Boy, that one was pretty.
Dunn, the pass to Markkanen. Back to Dunn. Powell outside. Let's go with a 3. Rebound Boston. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
MP, the pass to Porzingis. MP outside. Pass to Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Fades. Sends it home from 3-point land. Hauser's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Clippers have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Here's Dunn. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Here's Leonard. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
Well, ready on the catch. Your pre-shot preparation is on point. Kawhi, the catch and shoot.
Back to MP. Pass to Pritchard. Inside. Here's Porzingis. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Porzingis has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point land here in the second. Leonard outside. The 3 ball. And Pritchard pulls it down.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Pass to MP. Out left to the wing. Pritchard, the pass to MP. To the paint. Here's Cornette. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throws. Boston shooting their first foul shot of the night. Some changes for Los Angeles. Bogdanovich checked in for Batum, and it's Harden in for Powell. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Porzingis against Leonard. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
A swat by Porzingis. That wingspan letting you know he's in the house.
And coach is sure it should be going the other way. He's challenging the out-of-bounds violation. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that. And depending on the ref's angle, an out-of-bounds violation is an easy call to get wrong. It's a great reason to have
The previous play is into the lead.
Yeah, it's one of the main reasons the coach's challenge is in place. This isn't a judgment call. There's usually pretty clear and conclusive evidence on an out-of-bounds call.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling has been made. They're going to uphold the original call on the out-of-bounds violation.
And as a coach, it stings to lose a timeout on a failed challenge, but it's a risk worth taking to make absolutely sure that you're not going to lose a possession on a blown call.
And Doris, some use the term stocks to add up steals and blocks. Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama's stocks are through the roof.
Well, in fact, since the turn of the century, only 5 rookies ever have averaged over 3, quote, stops per game. Victor and Chet are both on that list. And listen, if you're a passionate NBA fan, you are so excited about these 2 young men. The size and the skill and the eye-popping things they're doing on a nightly basis. The NBA is in good hands.
Pass to Pritchard. MP with it. Dunn in his pocket. Outside Porzingis. Pritchard, the pass to MP. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hauser. Launches a 3. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
I just love the ball movement.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Harden from outside. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. MP, the pass to Pritchard.
2 minutes remaining.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second violation.
For the Clippers, Zubats comes in for Bogdanovich, and Norman Powell subbed in for Dunn. And Boston calls time here. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lauri Markkanen.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Leonard passes to Zubac. MP outside. Pass to Cornette. Here's Hauser. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. All right, let's look back over the last 10 games now. See which teams were topping the charts in three-point shooting. Number 1, Boston.
You know, they've certainly been knocking down threes at a high rate. You can just see their confidence growing.
And the Celtics making a change here. Tatum's checked in. Powell outside. The three-pointer off the mark.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's Hauser. He's coming off a 19-point game against Golden State. MP inside. Leonard defending. 6 to shoot. MP, the pass to Tatum. That one falls. Tatum's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Markkanen sets a screen. Three-pointer, Harden. Boston pulls it in. Porzingis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Back to MP. Pass to Hauser. And here's MP. Tatum from long range. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Tatum's got 30.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Harden with a screen on Tatum. Markkanen for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock, and he's able to get it back. Yes, it's good.
And I love how they're working much harder on the glass this quarter and drumming up more second chance opportunities.
Here's Leonard. No good, and they can't put it into the drought.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And so it's Boston way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. And they've effectively guarded Kawhi Leonard all night. Not an easy task by any means. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Hey everybody, nothing like a little trade news to perk up your day. We'll take a look first at some transactions around the NBA. Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got any big plans for tonight?
Not me. I'm just going to take it easy. I'm pretty worn out.
Yeah, you've been burning on midnight oils, man. You been hitting the club or something?
Nah, just putting up with you guys. It's exhausting.
Changing topics now, how impressive was Jason Tatum in that first half?
Well, how about the game Tatum is having? Listen, he's putting everything in his bag, and he's going to work.
Tough to guard on the perimeter. Difficult to keep up with inside, man. A brutal matchup pretty much so far.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
The scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi Leonard out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Zubats in at the center position. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving to a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. MP shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Harden. Leonard outside. No good from outside.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And stolen by Leonard. Here we go, one-on-one. And Harden with the slam.
Nice job by James Harden to leap out and get an easy opportunity in transition.
Doris, looking back at James Harden's time in Houston, what an incredible individual run he went on.
Come on, Brian. Finished in the top 3 in MVP voting 5 times with the Rockets. Came so close to getting to an NBA Finals. He's still beloved in the city of Houston.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Wow, it's good.
Wow, can really shoot a from 3. That's a great possession for this team.
MP to pass to Brown. Back to MP. There's Tatum with the 3. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Tatum's got 38 points. Harden against MP. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Markkanen misses. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. They've got the Lakers ahead of them in their next game in Los Angeles. They're getting into the back half of a 4-game road trip. Back to MP. On the wing, Tatum. On the wing, MP. Now covers. Lets it fly. And Tatum, the bucket on the assist by MP. Tatum's got 7 points here in the quarter.
They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
Harden, the pass to Zubac. Porzingis on the double team. Here's Markkanen, and Markkanen with the stop.
I love it when Markkanen decides to throw it down. Show some fire on that finish.
On the wing, Tatum. Back to MP. Porzingis passes to MP. Markkanen against Tatum. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Here's Brown. Denied by Leonard.
Well, just great instincts with great leg. Kawhi Leonard, since he entered the league, has been a tremendous defender.
And Boston with some changes. Kornet checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Horford comes in for Tatum. And Holiday subbed in for White. And Boston calls time here. And great rebounding from your small forward can be such a difference maker. So let's see who in that position has run the boards over the last month. Number 5 is Kawhi Leonard.
And their work on the glass plays such a key part in pretty much all of their games. I mean, they play bigger than other small forwards in this league.
Yeah, this is a very physical group of players, and all with a great nose for the ball. They don't shy away from getting down low and pounding the boards with the big guys. In fact, they just thrive on it.
MP's shot is good. MP's got 18 points in the game.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
Back to Harden. Pass to Powell. Jacks up a 3. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Brown's got his 4th rebound in this one. MP, the pass to Kornet. Now here's MP. Yes, great play by Horford to set him up. MP's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Al Horford is so impressive as a passer. A big man who can dish it so valuable.
Harden from outside. Zubac. Great positioning on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
The Celtics have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. From deep, MP gets the 3 ball to go. MP's got 23 points.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
Double team on Leonard. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Yeah, if you allow Zubac positioning near the cup, look out. This is what you can expect.
Pass to Kornet. MP outside. Back to Horford. MP outside. Outside Holiday. MP, the pass to Holiday. 5 to shoot. And here's MP from outside. Good. He's taken 13 shots. He's drained 10 of them. Fantastic production.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Marking it outside. Back to Leonard. They double him with Brown for 3. And there's Leonard on the assist from Powell. Leonard's got 9 points.
I love when Kawhi Leonard evens things up. You make a 3, I'm coming right back at you.
Horford finds MP. And it's blocked by Harden. Powell against Horford. Powell passes to Harden. And it's all from 3-point range. Boston has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. Pass to Kornet. Back to MP. And there it is for him. MP's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, being able to finish through contact, essential for MP. No one going to make it easy on the interior.
To the inside. And Markkanen with the stop.
You can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
The drive by Brown. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been 1 step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Harden. And Harden with the slam.
How about the incredible handle from James Harden? That ball is on the string so
MP. And that one drops for him. MP's got 30.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Boston on offense. 27 seconds left in the third. The fader. Another one falls for Boston.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting an excellent rate of 56% in the third quarter. Shot by Leonard, no good. Harden against MP. Pass to Cornette, out to Horford. And here's Brown for three. Yes, great play by Horford to set him up. Horford's got 5 assists tonight.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's... And there have been 2 very different performances. Los Angeles. Ivica Zubac checked in for Batum. Powell comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's James Harden in for Dunn. Cornette's checked in for Boston. MP comes in for Pritchard. On the floor for Boston. Luke Cornette out there with Al Horford. Then there's Seth Curry. Then it's MP. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward.
James Harden has made a living out of tough shot making. And I'll tell you, the defense is pretty good right there. James Harden just better.
Here's MP. Harden with the defensive effort. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the Clippers. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Leonard. The shot comes out. Now MP. Releases. It's rebounded by Zubac. And here's Harden. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Game, another win. Back to work tomorrow. saw Jack Nicholson. Can you give me an autograph? MP, you're about to go off.
Coming right up, the Celtics taking on the Lakers. For the Boston Celtics, their incredible journey continues. Ripping through the schedule, never looking back. Even on the road tonight, you can bet this team will come out swinging. Lakers, Celtics, up next. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. We'll take a look at the Celtics. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well.
And you know, for the Celtics, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. White is out there with MP. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA, and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off.
And you know, when healthy, Porzingis is a problem, man. I mean, this guy is so hard to match up against because of his skill and his shot.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroking from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
And here we go. MP heading to the hoop. Finished off the break.
He's doing his solo delivery. MP using his defense to generate his own.
The Lakers off to a slow start. 7-point differential. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense on that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Here's MP. After Luka Doncic's bucket, Tatum passes to MP. The Celtics working the ball around now. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. MP's got his second basket.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
The three for Doncic. Rebound by the Celtics. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
Here's Finney Smith following the basket by MP. Outside, James. 3-pointers off the mark.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charani. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks, guys. The Lakers this summer signing first-time head coach J.J. Redick. He's a veteran of 15 seasons. The Sharpshooters rise in broadcasting have been meteoric. The Lakers really want Redick to be their long-term head coach, but the question, with an aging superstar in LeBron, how much patience will exist in LA for Redick learning on the job?
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Back to MP. Takes the three. It's hauled in by LeBron.
It's close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that's it.
Can't cash in from close range. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. We talked about how they plan to deal with Jaylen Brown. He said, Brown's explosive off the dribble, so we have to have bodies in front of him, be physical with him, stay connected with him at all times. We'll see if they can keep Jaylen in check. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. A nice shot by Doncic.
Watch out now when Doncic is dialed in from deep because he's unguardable.
Here's Brown, and Brown puts it down hard.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Doncic after the basket by Boston. Here's James. LeBron puts it down hard.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. Put a little extra on that one.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Hachimura is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And now it's time to look at our rookie leaderboard and see which of the first-year players are tops in assists during the last month. MP is number one.
And he's been setting the table beautifully. I mean, that'll keep his veteran teammates really happy.
He's a fantastic facilitator. I mean, just makes everyone around him better with the willingness to play unselfishly. It's been a great month for him.
Now here's LeBron following the miss by MP. Here's the three. And it's Doncic missing. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They're leading by 8. Porzingis kicks to MP. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And that was good defense there, but in the end, MP's offense just a little better.
Doncic way outside. Great positioning on the putback.
And already it's staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
And now a developing story in the NBA. Let's now go live to Shams Charania, who is checking in with the details. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks, Kevin. The Clippers transaction just now public. Their front office is in action ahead of the trade deadline. They scooped up Lauri Markkanen, and he's going to be a significant perimeter threat for this team. His career has accelerated through his 20s. So has that confidence in shooting from range and playing all over the floor. And combine that with the size and rebounding, it's easy to see how big of an asset he'll be for this new coaching staff.
Thank you so much, Shams. We sure appreciate the update. Here's Hachimura. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Bucket is good.
Hachimura shifty off the drive there.
Celtics leading by 10. And here is MP. A 32-point game for him in the win against the Clippers.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
And here is LeBron following Jaylen Brown's three. And Tatum pulls it down.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Out to Porzingis. It's White on the wing. Lets it go from deep. And the Celtics another three.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 8. From deep, Reeves. Rebounded by Tatum. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. MP. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And that's 17 points for MP.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the double.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Can't let Doncic get the position and he sinks, or he'll dump all over you.
Celtics leading by 16. The drive by MP, and he converts the layup. MP's got 19 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
A nice shot by Doncic.
I'll tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Some changes here for the Lakers. Len checked in for Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for LeBron. And it's Connect in for Doncic. Boston's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, he's been a rock of offensive support so far. When they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And guys, it's something that he's going to have to work on more and more because he's still not getting the kind of shooting percentage he would like from the line.
Lakers trail by 19. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Reeves drives in.
Putting his head down and going to work. I love that intensity from Reeves.
MP passes to Cornette. And Holiday kicks to MP. Launches it. Gets the three-pointer to fall. MP's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Celtics.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Celtics. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game, as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. Back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Boston.
And they look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
On the floor for Boston, we've got Holiday. He's out there with MP. And it's Cornette in at the 5 down low. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Hey guys, MP in the last game against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He scored 32 points and his passing was a cut above with a ton of assists on the night. Those are eye-popping numbers he put up. Couldn't possibly top that tonight, could he? We'll all find out together. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Finney Smith's checked in. Celtics leading by 23. Here's MP. And he drops in the layup off the glass. MP's got 29.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots in close range.
I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible.
Yeah, he still made it look good, though.
And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Their next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. That's the first of 6 played on the road.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Clark, what is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
No one near Reeves as he lets it go. No good on the triple. Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that's a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
James checked in for the Lakers. Then for the Celtics, Porzingis is checked in for Luke Cornett. And Derek White subbed in for Drew Holiday. Boston's gotten it going from downtown in the second
Okay.
quarter, 3 of 3 on 3-pointers. Outside White, back to MP. Nailed from 3-point land. MP's got 10 points in the quarter.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. He just lost sense of time and the situation.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. Number 1, the Celtics.
You really got to admire their conditioning. I mean, it takes a major commitment to play that fast-breaking style, and they are all in.
Reeves the pass to James. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Vintage LeBron there, only delaying. I mean, who's going to stop that?
Here's MP, and the layup is good. 37 points for MP.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Come on.
Connect with it. Scoreless thus far. Reeves outside. Here's Hachimura. Oh, my!
That is big time by Hachimura. No mercy at all.
And a wide open look for MP. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. You're not going to out-shoot out this team.
The field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. They stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Austin Reeves. The Celtics have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Boston again missing. Lakers have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Hachimura finds Doncic. And the 3 off target.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
The 3 for Doncic. And Boston with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's MP for 3. LeBron grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Finished off by LeBron.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Let's take a look now at the numbers for LeBron James. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 53s a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Gotta do it. Thanks, D.A. Out to Doncic. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Doncic has got 15 points.
His first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Banked in off the glass.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
LeBron passes to Hachimura. Shot clock at 5. Here's James. And finished off by LeBron.
It never gets old seeing LeBron explode off the floor like that.
Back to MP. The Lakers with the rebound. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston. And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves. And I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. I mean, without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen in the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Finney Smith. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Brown. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by MP. MP's got 6 assists in the game. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles.
Such a physical player inside. LeBron doesn't fear contact on the way up.
Lakers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Free throw good, LeBron. Both teams changing it up here. And both free throws good for LeBron. MP outside. Pass to Hauser. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 7th assist in the game. And so it's the Boston Celtics sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly.
Hello, everybody. Tipping off halftime. Let's start things off with a look at the All-Star voting. And just to throw you guys a little curveball, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days?
It's different, that's for sure. Now, if you're watching TV, you know, it jumps out at you. But the players on the court don't even notice it.
That's because you're always looking up at everybody. Kenny always knew what the floor looked like.
And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They couldn't shut down the lane. Only thing that would have stopped that is prime check. Maybe 2 of me.
Now that is a scary sight. 2 of you.
Well, we're going to need a bigger fridge, Ernie.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
The Shaq is being creepy, weird, and funny at the same time. That's so funny, that's being funny.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard,